Mr. Tech News proudly presents some of the most formidable steel beasts on the planet. Built to crush anything from hardened steel and thick timber to entire cars, reducing them to scrap in seconds. This is the pinnacle of material destruction technology. The VB950DK's dual-shaft design maximizes torque and keeps the feed steady, so there's no stall when it hits dense metal. It's controlled destruction. Every rotation is calculated for maximum output. With over 1,100 tons of cutting force, the HP 1100 doesn't tear metal, it surgically severs it. That hydraulic precision keeps productivity high while reducing wear on the blades, a true mark of engineering efficiency. The twin shaft configuration maximizes shearing efficiency by creating a constant opposing rotation. This not only maintains a steady feed rate, but also ensures optimal torque distribution, preventing stall even with irregular scrap profiles. Years of R&D show in the Blue Devil's drive system. Its torque delivery is perfectly synchronized with feed control, meaning no wasted energy and zero jams. That's how you keep efficiency high while still applying crushing force measured in tons per square inch. There's something mesmerizing about the way the Bono shear keeps a steady rhythm, feeding and cutting without hesitation. It's pure kinetic choreography, turning chaotic scrap into uniform pieces ready for the next stage. Edge Slayer XL is built for torque, not just speed. Those counter-rotating drums bite into dense material, keeping feed consistent while avoiding jams. On mixed waste, that steady RPM prevents overheating and maximizes throughput. That's engineering efficiency right there. The Pre-Simeca 150250 uses a high torque, low-speed design that maximizes shearing force while minimizing heat buildup. That balance keeps the cut precise and prevents rubber from melting, which is critical for consistent particle size in recycling. The pulling rig applies steady hydraulic pressure instead of jerks. That prevents frame warping and keeps the scrap value high. It's a controlled transfer of kinetic energy, and that's why pros prefer this method over brute force crushing. The mobile baler may look routine, but aligning that crane load into a 4.6-meter box takes patience. The hydraulics push steady, but if the feed isn't right, you waste both time and energy. Experience saves repairs. What makes this machine exceptional isn't just raw torque, but the precision balance between feed rate and rotor speed. That's how you turn bulky scrap into uniform pieces without jamming, maximizing both throughput and efficiency. genius of the Brooks 136 PT lies in its feed system. The Volvo FH16's torque curve keeps the rotor at optimal RPM, ensuring consistent chip size. German engineering in 2016 nailed the balance between horsepower and hydraulic efficiency. Never thought 20 horsepower could dismantle drywall this clean. The way it strips paper from gypsum is surgical, almost too neat for something with industrial teeth. Makes you rethink what small-scale machines can really pull off. The Cummins 6.7L engine pushing 168 kWh isn't just numbers on paper. It's a carefully tuned heartbeat, driving the hydraulic systems with constant torque so the grab never loses its bite. That's how you keep a dismantling line running without a hiccup. The bite force on those cutters is unreal. Watching them shear through hardwood beams without a hitch feels like seeing physics made visible. Every rotation is a perfect balance of momentum, torque, and precision. A reminder that engineering is as much art as science. Watching tires vanish into the shredder brings back the days when scrap work meant sledgehammers and sweat. Now, the same job takes seconds, and the only swing is the rotor's spin. Technology didn't just speed things up, it turned hard labor into an art form. The kinetic energy in that vibrating deck is wild. Every oscillation is perfectly tuned, just enough to shake fines free without breaking the oversized material. It's like precision chaos working for profit. After decades in scrapyards, nothing impresses like watching this clamp chew through a stubborn engine. The way it bites, then lets the magnet clean up the hardened steel, saves hours of prep. This is the kind of upgrade old-timers dream about. The precision is what hits hardest. The B66L doesn't thrash. It controls every bite, keeping material moving so smoothly you'd swear it's rehearsed. The torque of the cutting shaft is impressive. Steady RPM under load means the engine is tuned for peak efficiency. The feed design keeps momentum constant, slicing cleanly without jams. Still, no matter how good the engineering, full safety only comes with proper protective gear. Seen dozens of shredders over the years, but the M85's slow-speed, high-torque setup still impresses. It chews instead of hacks, letting the blades pull the load in naturally. That's how you keep gearboxes alive and operators sane. After years around machines like the VR120, it's clear this one stands out. It keeps momentum even under heavy load, slicing through thick, reinforced plastic without that telltale strain most cutters show after hours of work. From the outside, it's easy to see why operators swear by the Bison 120 and Harrier 220. Together, they form a mobile, adaptable setup that turns what used to be a logistical headache into a smooth, controlled workflow. The genius of the Pressamica 17N2 isn't just raw force. It's the way the rotor teeth grip and pull with perfect feed control, keeping momentum stable under load. That balance between torque and feed rate is why seasoned operators swear by it for high-volume waste processing. The torque on that B750D is mind-blowing. You can see the whole frame absorb the force as the rotors bite down, yet nothing stalls. Every revolution is a perfect balance of brute strength and engineering finesse. Never thought a 2,000-ton shear could move so gracefully. The Bonfiglioli doesn't just crush, it slices with precision, while the 830 M1 keeps feeding like it's in perfect sync. Heavy metal ballet, only with a soundtrack of grinding steel. Today's journey ends here. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe. Your support is the fuel that keeps us creating even more explosive videos.